All right, so it is a BTC analysis, and we are back here for the market analysis. As usual, you know the drill. We normally come in, we normally have this analysis every Tuesday and Friday. So last Friday we saw the market, so we're going to see even today. So without any further ado, let's get into it and look at what is happening in the world of BTC. All right, so on Friday, let's look at Friday. So Friday, this is Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. Wait, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Yes, Friday we were anticipating a pullback there, then we can come in with a sell before we reach all the way down below where we wanted it to reach. But let's go to M15, look at what happened. M15, so I entered the sell and I took my profits. Those who remember, I remember showing you this trade on Friday. So we entered that trade. That was our first entry, and I told you if it comes back again there, we will be able to make another entry, and I did make another entry right there. So this should be around there. So we made those two entries and I took my profits all the way right here. All I wanted is price to hit this level and then I get a pullback, but when price reached this level, we clearly see a breakout on that very order block, meaning this was never respected, so I can take it out and everything right here is no longer necessary, it's no longer of use. So we can remove our history, and now let's run to H1. Let's go to H1. So we saw a break of structure on H1 right here. So this pullback never happened, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come through. So let's first analyze and see if it is still necessary for price to come all the way back there. So when we look on H4, let's go to daily time frame actually before we look at H4. So price has reacted all the way back to this order block. Now it's going to be taken as a support area. Price has reacted all the way to this order block, and it has reacted, you can see that trend line there. That is where we saw a breakout and then price started to go, and that's when it even gave us our all-time high right there, which is at 20 something, at 125k. Yeah, that is when we saw it around there. No, not yet 125, but 124k. Yeah, around 124 600k there. I mean 600, 124 600 as our all-time high currently. And now you can see, if you clearly see on this trend line, you are clearly seeing price rejection right there, and it is actually coming even from that support, meaning we must be anticipating, we should be anticipating buys from here. Now this pullback, I cannot look at it anymore. I need to look for buys from this level. Remember, if we have something like this is a channel, we know that price will break out to give us something like this, to give us this kind of a target. So we need price to reach all the way here. It hasn't reached it. It hasn't reached it yet. So let's go to H4. H4 is sort of giving you a double bottom down below here. That is sort of a double bottom. Yes, it's not on the same height, but you can see we don't have a break of structure as right there. This is our current lower low. This low is not a lower low because price has not broken structure yet, and this is the last time we saw our lower high here. So if price comes and breaks that high, that lower high, we will be having a confirmation of reversal, meaning we'll see buys coming in with enough momentum to push us all the way to the buy trend. Now if I come to H1, if I come to H1, you clearly see exactly the same thing that we've seen on H4, and now on H1 it is even better that price is above our 10 MA. Right here you can see it, price is above our 10 MA, meaning the buys have started on H1. If we go to M15, if we go to M15, the same thing. We actually going to be seeing a confirmation of reversal signal, which is our change of character. So price is yet to break that. When price breaks that, that will be our change of character right about here. That will be our change of character. So we have to wait on M15 for us to make any entries, but we already have a feeling, we already have a big feeling about the buys that are coming. Why? Due to this is due to what we are seeing currently on H4 and what we are seeing on H1. On H4, I've told you we are seeing price reacting on this trend line. It is both on H4 and on daily time frame, and that is what we are seeing. The only issue is price is still below our 10 MA on daily and H4, but once it goes above our 10 MA, that will be even enough for us to make an entry according to H1 and M15. So all we need now is a confirmation of this reversal signal, and then we'll be coming in with our swing trade to push us all the way back up there. And this time this will be coming from here to there. So if you are one of the swing traders of BTC, I doubt there's, people may be having their money. So if you have enough money, I believe this is our best entry for this kind of a swing trade to push us all the way back into the buys, remember last week we saw that kind of a price rejection from there according to the weekly. So we never saw a break of structure. Even on daily time frame, we never saw a break of structure. That's why sales have been strong. But according to H4, we've seen price has reached this order block, and before we can get a confirmed reversal for the sales, price has to first reach all the way back up there. So that's what we are trying to capitalize on and see if we can make some money in the buy trend, going all the way back to the highs that we've seen on H4 and daily time frame, which is this level here. So let's see and be ready for this kind of a trend, and let me leave this on M15, I believe. Yeah, now the anticipation is very simple. To get our higher high, just like around here, and then probably come again down below for a higher low, and then we can get in with our buys to take us all the way up there. So this is what I'm going to be anticipating right about there. Price to give me something like this according to M15, and I'll be able to make this entry. So now I cannot enter, but I can wait. I think that's it. Please go ahead and like this stream. If it is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, but also you can go ahead and go into the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking of BTC. It's one of those that I'm always skeptical to make an entry, because it is a high volatile asset but also high leveraged asset. So you don't have to panic when you're making entries, you know. And I'm not using more of indicators that I normally use on other assets. You can see the CCI is showing us that we should be looking for sales, but price action says different. So yes, the trend is a sell according to daily and what have you, but we haven't gotten a reversal signal. That's why we are supposed to be looking for buys, and now price has reached on a support area, just like you see it down here. It is a support, meaning buys should be coming in, and now what we want is a confirmed reversal signal on this level to give us that. A sniper entry would have been here to push us all the way into buys when it came back here, when it was looking for like a double top for H4, a double bottom, I mean, for this H4 time frame. So that's what it is, and that's what we are anticipating. So please go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you've never subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and of course let me know in the comment section what you're thinking about this asset. What are you seeing on your end as you analyze? Are you seeing buys? On which time frame are you seeing buys? What is your anticipation? What do you think by December? What will be the value of BTC? Where will we be at in terms of value of BTC? To me, I believe we are likely to see a drop if price fails to break this high here, this current high. According to weekly time frame, we are having that kind of rejection. You can see price kept on, you know, reducing its momentum when it reached the 100k. So I'm anticipating a drop. So in these remaining months, price, you know, let me see, in the remaining months of this year, this was on Jan, so in the remaining months of this year, price may come back to this level right here in 90k. Price may come all the way back to 90k by December. Let's wait and see, but that's my anticipation according to the rejection I'm seeing currently on the on these levels here. You can see there's a lot of price rejection to the buy trend, meaning sellers are trying to push price back to look for such liquidity that was left back here. And remember, I told you previous months back, I told you that BTC normally goes back to look for fair value gaps. It doesn't leave liquidity on fair value gaps. It does not. So I can give you case in point here. You can see the moment when it came back for that, you can see what happened, and then it was able to break out and continue with the buys. The other thing is right here. You can see here fair value gap came for that, and then it broke out and went all the way up. We can even go back to all these other years, we can see the same thing. So BTC always comes to mitigate liquidity on fair value gap. So be ready for anything. I'm anticipating before December, before the new year 2026, price may be back to this fair value gap, which will be around 90k, right about there. So those who are holding even the meme coins, you need to be knowing when to move out. All those who are holding BTC, you need to be ready to know when to move out. But before the year ends, in these last 4 months, price can easily push back all the way back to 90k. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of this analysis and hold it against me. But we are not market makers, we are market movers. But according to this price rejection up here, price is likely to get into sales to push all the way back to this level right here. It may not go as far as this. Yes, it left some liquidity all the way here and there, but it can go for, at least it can first come to this level before this year ends. We'll see about that. I want to know what you're thinking. What is your take on this? Let me know in the comment section, please, and we keep on analyzing it together. But as of now, in as much as weekly and daily we are likely to see that drop, we are not yet ready to see it. According to lower time frames, there's still much more to do before we see that kind of a drop. So apparently I'm waiting for this kind of a move. If I don't see it, then I'm not going to look for any buys. All right, I think that's it. Please go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and of course, if you don't mind, you can even go ahead and share the stream to people who trade crypto, who hold BTC, to understand what they are in for. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a good day. See you back on this very session. That will be Friday for the BTC analysis. But those who trade other assets, synthetic indices like Crash 500, like Boom 1000, like Boom 500, like V25S, this one actually we are in some money, we are in some profits. We already analyzed it in the morning, so we are in some good money there, almost 1 to 3 for us there. V75, we are also trying to make that money there. Jump 50, we are in some profits, not much. Jump 25, we are waiting for a confirmation to make this buy entry. Jump 10 also, I was taken out, but a sale has now come again, so we should be getting in for a sale on Jump 10. If you are one of those that trade these all assets, that the synthetic indices, then you know the drill. We are always here every Monday to Friday, 10:30 East African time to 11:30 East African time, AM, not PM, AM. So we've already done that early morning for the analysis of these other assets. And by the way, we also analyze gold. We also do analyze gold, and we've entered our sales, and now we are waiting. Yes, we are in some floating losses. We've been in some profits, but now it has shifted and gone for the loss. We see we are holding our sales. We are holding our sales because we know there's still some push to come through for the sales. This may be a fake breakout here to later push for this kind of a sell that we need. So that's why we are still holding. Otherwise, you know what to do. We analyze a lot of assets, and we even get to enter some of these signals on the live in real time. So you can always join us if you've never joined us in one of these sessions where we analyze these all assets, See you guys next time. That will be on Friday for BTC, but of course for these other assets, synthetic indices, it will be tomorrow 10:30 AM East African time to 11:30. See you guys. Bye bye.